Hey guys, in this video you're going to learn how to use Google Analytics. We're going to have a look at the Google Analytics dashboard. I'm going to show you how to install the Google Analytics code as well. I'm going to show you how to set up the proper way to track your traffic sources so you can see which locations and traffic sources are working for you. So let's get down into it. As you can see here on my screen, we're already in Google Analytics, and you can see this is one of my websites that I set up a little while ago, and it's giving me an overview of how many visitors this site is receiving every hour. So as you can see there, we're hitting peaks of over 200 visitors an hour. Frequently we're hitting close to 100 visitors an hour. So over the course of a day, this comes in several thousand. So without this data, I wouldn't know, first of all, if the website is working, if it's working properly and pulling in targeted traffic, and I wouldn't know where that traffic is coming from. So let's have a clean slate. Let's install Google Analytics on a brand new website. So maybe you're doing this for the first time. So just copy me, follow along, install the code where I install my code, and you'll be up and running really fast. So the first thing that I want you to do is, if you log into Google Analytics, so that's you can either Google it, so just type in Google Analytics, create a free account, or you can go to analytics.google.com and access the dashboard that way. So what you're going to get once you sign up for a free account is something that looks like this. So you're going to see this kind of dashboard, and we need to get to this screen if we want to install the Google Analytics code. So to do that, what I want you to do is notice the left hand sidebar here. I want you to go down to where it says admin, click on that, click create account there, and then you will be able to add in your website name. So this is a really simple process. So all you have to do is give this an account name. We're going to install the code on one of my websites, which is mickmeaney.com. So we'll go mickmeaney, because that's the account name. Website name is going to be mickmeaney. Website address, we want to make sure that we've got the HTTPS already on there. If you do have an SSL cert installed on your account, on your hosting account. If you don't worry about it. Just go with the normal version. So we go www.yourwebsiteaddress.com. Mine's mickmeaney. Then select category. This one doesn't really matter too much. And then the time zone. Because I'm in the UK, I'm going to type in United Kingdom. And then we have data sharing settings. I recommend that you leave these as default. So that's going to share additional information with Google. It's going to make the experience better. And let's get tracking ID. Click on that. We need to accept the terms of service. Have a read through that. Make sure that is something you absolutely do agree with. Click accept if you do. And now it's going to give us a tracking code. So this is the Google Analytics code that we're going to use on our website. So you copy that. So just take it, copy that to the clipboard. What I'm going to do is paste it into a new document. So we just keep that somewhere handy, keep it close at hand, because we're going to need this in a second. So that's how you generate the code. It's a really simple, fast process. We've done that in literally a couple of minutes. But how do we get this onto your website? Let's go ahead and do that now. So this is the WordPress dashboard from our website that we're using in this example today. And on the right hand side, we've got the navigation. I want you to go to plugins, add new. And we've got lots of different plugins we can use to achieve this, but the one that I'm using is called Tracking Code Manager. So This will allow us to install all types of tracking code, because we want to use multiple pieces of code, not just from Google Analytics, but we might want to run Facebook ads at some point in the future. And the reason we use a plugin instead of installing this directly inside the HTML code, the reason why we use this is because if we switch a theme and that theme doesn't have anywhere on it that allows us to put in the code in the theme settings, then the tracking codes are just going to be lost. So this way we make sure that no matter what theme we use, we always have that tracking code working. So we're going to hit install, then we're going to click activate, and here we can add in the tracking code. So let's go ahead and install the code. So we click continue free version, and then we need to add a new tracking code list thingy. I'll show you how to do it. So name, we want to call this Google Analytics, and then remember we copied and pasted the Google tracking code there. We grab that, then we paste it, we paste it in here like that. Then we decide where we want to add it. So before head, that's the best place to add it. Only show on device, we want to make sure that's on all. And where do you want to add this code? So standard code tracking in your WordPress track conversion e-commerce new. So I'm just going to go standard, and then in which page do you want to insert the code? I want it across the whole website, so pages, posts, add archive pages as well, or we can add it to just one page if you want to do that. I don't recommend that if you're involved in content marketing. We want to track the whole website. Do we want to exclude any pages or posts? No, I'm happy with that. It's good to go, and then click save. And now that code is active. It's going to run across the entire website and track what's happening. So let's head back to Google Analytics, and now if we refresh the page, we will be able to send test traffic. So here we can click that. It's going to tell us, look there, it's bringing us to the website, and it verifies that the tracking code is working. So there it says 1 active users right now, because it's a brand new website. We're the only person on that website. So there you can see that the code works. It's all good. So let's go to real time, and there you can see that we've got one active user, which is me. And there you can see my location on there, Lancaster, United Kingdom, right there. So let's figure out the right way to use Google Analytics. So let's go to audience, and here we can have a look at the overview. So here you will be able to see what your traffic levels are by hour. I love looking at the hour, the hourly one, because it tells me how many visitors I'm getting. So maybe I promote something on social media, and I can see immediately the kind of results that's getting right then and there. We can have a look at the traffic over day, week, month as well, if you want to see. I would encourage you to really focus on month by month for a while, because you'll notice that if you've got a brand new website, the traffic levels are going to be pretty poor for a while, and it's only when we zoom out, look at the big picture growth, that's when we see things really start to happen. But if we focus on the day by day thing, we'll notice that progress seems very slow. So on the left hand side here, we've got lots of options in audience under the audience tab. What I want you to have a look at is, where is that? Oops, I think it's in acquisition actually. So if we have a look at acquisition, all traffic channels, click on that. Here you will be able to see exactly where your traffic is coming from. This is something that we want to pay close attention to because we're going to use something called UTM codes. So let me show you how to use those. If we go to google.com and we type in something like Google Link Builder, it will take us to this campaign URL builder. So click on that, and here you will be able to build custom tracking links that will work perfectly with Google Analytics. So the information that we add in here will become visible in here. We can also set up campaigns as well to monitor. Maybe we're running ads, or we're doing a guest post campaign. We want to be able to monitor and track the results of those. That's a little bit more advanced, so I will come back to this at some point in the future and show you how to create campaigns and monitor the results of those campaigns. But for now, we just want to create the URLs that we're going to use. So maybe, let's say, we're going to publish a post on Facebook and we want to know how well Facebook is performing for us. So here you would put in the link to your blog post or your piece of content. So say it's called mcmeany.com post1.html. Campaign source. So here we if it was Facebook, then we would put in Facebook. If it was your email list, we would put email. So it really depends on you. So let's say we're posting on Facebook. So Facebook, campaign medium. This is a little bit more advanced. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about campaign name or campaign term. We just want to focus on the source. So this is a very basic URL that we're creating. Don't worry about content. And then here we have share the generated campaign URL. So we grab this URL. There you can see it's added UTM_source equals Facebook. So we grab that. We can paste that into Facebook or wherever we're choosing to promote the piece of content. And then in Google Analytics, it will bring back that source here. So we can see exactly how well it's performing for us. Also, when it comes to creating UTM links, we can add additional things like we've just spoken about here. So campaign medium, campaign name, campaign term, campaign content. Here it will explain how to use each of those fields if you want to. Just for the purpose of this video, we don't need to go into that. We don't need to know that much about it. We just have to get the source right so we can see exactly where the traffic is coming from, which campaigns, which sources are working best for us. Okay, there you go. Hope you found this one useful. I know it's been a bit more technical than usual, but you will not regret it when you use these type of URLs. See you in the next vid.